What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday morning. Hope that everybody is doing blessed. You staying safe and taking care of yourselves out there. Welcome back to another episode of the Queen Mimi Podcast on another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. And this morning we're talking about taking back your power, your energy, and your peace. A few things that we are advocating for, especially after our break and our comeback, of course, number one. And number two, we were just literally sitting here before we started our show this morning. We just looked at our husband and said, I'm tired. And he gave us, make the long story short, the best advice he could, but what we was getting at is we just tired of the life we live in. We tired of carrying all this emotional baggage, this emotional energy, this guilt we still feeling. We sitting here telling ourselves we at peace, but we still thinking about things people did and things from the past, and we doing just barely enough to get by, barely enough to get our bills paid, and we get a momentum going, and then something comes in that's out of our control, nothing we did, and we get blindsided by it, then it throws us off track again. We realize, and it's something that we told ourselves, if not every day, every other day. And we realized it a couple years ago, like since we was a kid, we just been going through heartbreak after heartbreak and letdown and disappointment and drama and hate and anger and just messing up our own damn life because we ain't had the truth. You know what we're saying, and we've been saying it on our show. We're making progress with the things we got going on, our schedule, so on and so forth. And we also said that we feel like we need to activate, become her, and we need to do a little bit more. And we still holding ourselves back from that. Like, we don't want to get excited again, get a momentum again, and then something happens and it holds us back. But we sat here this morning like, F this, we are tired. Everything we doing now, everything we got going on is the same thing as before. Couple differences. We have Islam now, so we're doing everything righteously under the truth, and we're not the same person. So we're doing things a lot different. And with all that being said, we have to remind ourselves to be patient. We know what people are saying. We know what they think they're going to do. They might not like us, hate us, want to be us, whatever. We have to realize that we can't control. You're not finna call us with some old drama or call us by somebody that don't even check to see if we're alive. People want to play victim, play the role, gossip, lie on us, talk about us, whatever. Do whatever it is that they're going to do. You know what we're saying? And they got the right to do that. But we are so tired of pouring into other people. And that's why we cut people off a couple months ago. We got to focus on ourselves. And that's not being selfish. We don't want to just be a mother for the rest of our life. And we've always wanted to be one. Don't get us wrong. We've always wanted to be a mother. But there's other things we want to do too. And it's not our fault that people don't see how amazing and how great we are and how much we have to offer. They just want to say something negative, which we know now has nothing to do with us. Know what we're saying? We want the best life possible. We know we're going to have to work to get there. We got to do a lot to get there. We know this already. We've been working since we were 16 years old. So for anybody that come into our life and say, you wouldn't be none without me, or you wouldn't have none without me, the work ethic was already there, you genius. So you can give yourself about 1% credit because all you did was open the door. You still was in control. You still dictated what we did. We didn't really nothing, and we damn sure didn't get paid. So what did we really do? Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's the power we still been giving out and not putting that same amount into ourselves. We sat here. It was like, I'm tired. We've been carrying all this anxiety and this emotional baggage and stressing and worrying in our mind. Our mind races 1,000 miles a minute because we got so much going on, so much we got to do. Then we'll be out here working and we think about our kids, our husband, bills, money, all that stuff that's going on. But focus and control what the hell you can right now. We don't let go of the people pleasing. We ain't worrying about what nobody got to say. Whatever they think they're going to do, Allah's going to stop it anyway. As long as we stay on the right path, we will fight and stand up against whoever. We don't care anymore. People just don't realize how serious this is. We have let ourselves down. We have fallen short. We have failed. We have been through so much. We're going to be 40 years old next Saturday. Our birthday is coming up next Saturday. And it hit us like, you got to start making some changes. Stop waiting on other people. They not doing it. You get out there and do it. Don't be angry. Don't be mad about it. But one of the reasons we was angry is because we put so much into the world and we did not get what we expected. We let ourselves down majorly. And that's energy we give to other people. Trust, love. And they don't know what to do with it, so they abuse it. What little piece you already had, and this is everyday life, what little piece you already had, they done killed that. So now you got to go rebuild it and find it all over again. Look, if you can, ladies, just be by yourself right now. These men ain't out here. Take that how you want to, but we just learn from experience. Focus on yourself. Get your bag, get your hair, your nails done, work on your wardrobe, work on your inner self. All that. We tell you it's going to pay off. You need to work out, work out. You know what I'm saying? You're fat, lose some weight. You don't like the way you look or how you act, change it. Shoot, nobody can do that but you, and that's in everyday life. We give so much power and energy, and then we lose our peace dealing with other people. And a lot of times, situations we ain't even asked for. And you don't recognize the drain until it's like, it come out of nowhere. It's like it hit you like a flood. Like for real. And you just looking up one day like we did, like, how the hell did I get here? I I couldn't have been that blind. I couldn't have been that stupid. And this us talking to ourselves. And although we didn't have the knowledge we have now, we still told ourselves, you knew better. You want to see in potential and believe and love and all that. Look where that got you. Uh, that did not work out at all. So we're gonna do something different. We gave so much to other people, our trust, our power, our energy, our life. And to answer our question, we got stressed out, burned out, never was heard. We can't remember one time in any relationship where we was really happy. Little small moments here and there, but overall, stressed out, burnt out, not loving ourselves, not taking care of ourselves, not happy, trusting the wrong people, was in toxic relationships. We was giving our 100% when they was just giving us the bare minimum, and still went in the streets and talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are on a job, you self-employed, whatever you got going on, you know what we're saying? You still dealing with stress because you got a whole schedule, you got stuff going on, people to interview, money, pay this, pay that, set this up, schedule this, and then you neglect yourself. You know what we're saying? We give so much and we overcommit, you know what we're saying, to other people and not even worrying about ourselves. Because when you do that, people, oh, you selfish. You just care about yourself. You just full of yourself. We done learned now, like, why can't we be? Because you don't like it? Well, guess you ain't gotta like it then. Because we love it. You take that same energy, everything you giving them and put it in yourself, man, sis, you will be amazed. You're gonna be sitting there like, I could have been doing this a long time ago. It's okay, at least you learn. And you put that in yourself, man, trying to tell you that's something that we learning. And like we said, we sat here this morning like we are tired. And that's the only way we could put it. We focusing on what we can control, what we can worry about, and that's us. People that don't want the truth can't worry about you, can't do nothing for you, nothing personal. But that's anybody, whether we know you or not. You know, we're saying you want to keep calling us and hitting us up by people that don't even care if we alive, that don't check on us, that did us wrong, talked about us, and we ain't holding no grudge. But my boy, we ain't forgot. You can't text us or call us with some respect. You want to sit here and reconcile and kumbaya and let's be all fine and good. No, we don't forgive nobody. We're not holding no grudge. Let's make that clear. But we haven't forgotten because they knew what they did and they knew it was going to hurt us and they thought it was going to keep us down. So why would we forgive somebody that intentionally did what they did? We don't care if you ain't never forgive us. You ain't never got to like us again. Trust us. You don't want to know how we feel about you. You do not want to know because you ain't going to like it and we're going to make you cry. We got that kind of filter with our mouth. We don't have a filter. You come for us and we ain't did nothing, boy, we about to hurt your feelings. Now you came over here and bothered us. We ain't doing nothing. We're chilling, doing our thing over here. Ain't talked about you, ain't thinking about you, and you want to come start something. Now you're going to act like a pussy when I fire you back. Leave us alone. You don't like us, don't want to move with us, don't want to grow, whatever. Ain't no hard feelings. Leave us alone. Because we're not going to bother you. We don't need you. We've been doing this by ourselves. That's what we realized this morning. Since as far back as we can remember, we had to learn so much so early and so young. You know what we're saying? That's what we feel like our life got mostly drained when we was in our young years. You know, our adolescent, teenage, man, we learned so much about dating then, about life, about our family, about everything then. So when people think they can come give us some knowledge or show us something different and teach us something new, we already been there. That's why we talk the way we talk, because forgive us, we're not stupid. Our bad for having a brain and a voice and a backbone, our bad. Yeah. People love when you're weak. You neglect yourself. You want to stay down there and be a nigga right along with them. They love that. But the second you want to surpass, we already said this. You're going to be the villain. You're going to be the bad guy. So you might as well glow up, become her, and look good and start feeling good while you're doing it. You don't owe nobody nothing. Look at how they treating you, going on with their life. Out of here. That's one of the many ways you can take your power back. You know what I'm saying? Our childhood really did it for us. We know we hear a lot of people say, I wish I can go back to being a kid. Not I. We good. We know we got to deal with a lot as an adult. We know. But we will not go back to being a kid. Not at all. We went through hell. We learned a lot. We were so insecure. Just all that. So much was taken from us. We didn't know how to deal with no peace, no stress, or burnout. We didn't know how to deal with none of that. So we just became an introvert then. We've been one literally our whole life. And it just hit us watching TikTok. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Cool. We cool with it. That's why we say anybody don't want to chill or be cool or come around. Hey, we're not mad at all. We can promise you that. But yeah, our adolescent, our teenage years was really the ones that started the draining right there. Then we went into our 20s and 30s and we really did ourselves. But like we said, it's all good because we claimed our power back. We reclaimed our power back. Islam, we're going to keep saying it, has been a major factor in that. You know what I'm saying? We made different choices. First off, the one to save our life, to be better, to realize we deserve better. We didn't deserve what them people did or what they said or whatever. If we were that bad, you should just left us alone. But two wrongs will never make no right. We don't care what you say. So we set boundaries. Because people till this day think they can just keep disrespecting us and ignoring us, not talking to us. Look, we're not finna beg to be a part of your life if that's what you think. We're not one of them. I don't know who you thought you was dealing with or sleeping with or had a child with, family or what. No. No, no, no. You don't want to speak to us, make sure that's a permanent decision. You ain't going to spin the block. You ain't going to change your mind because anybody that says that to us, you ain't got to worry about us hitting you up for nothing. Have a good life. Do you. Ain't no hard feelings. Thank you for letting us know where we stand. We cut you off, same thing. We are not going to keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. We are not a disaster. We are not a hot mess. Even if we are still beautiful. We are still worthy. We still have a purpose. We still have a reason for being here. We sitting here wanting to be cool with them and being approved by them, and they don't even know who they are, what they doing, or where they going. Don't have nothing to offer, not helping nobody, but we want to, this who we admire, who we love. Looking back, we were stupid. And not just relationships, we mean family. The one thing we talk to a lot about every day is please keep our heart pure. We don't care what we go through. And in a way, these people don't even know this because that's how much knowledge they have, but they don't even know this. But just watching y'all, everything that we've been through, what you're doing now, your lifestyle, your religion, your diet, all that, and we looking, seeing you haven't changed, y'all are examples of what's gonna happen to us if we leave Islam and we backslide and we throw away all this hard work. Y'all are examples of who we don't want to be. Your heart, your mentality, everything about you. You are examples of who we don't want to be and why we keep fighting. So like we said, everything you think they gonna say, do, whatever, ain't gonna work no more. Because you're an example. You're making yourself material. And that's how we boosted our confidence. Just saying no. Removing toxic people that just don't give a damn. And that's where we at now. This is what we stand for. This is who we are. You can't get with it. No hard feelings, but you got to stay over there and live your life. Or the line gonna be open. But if you calling our phone with that old nonsense, no new, not let's get some money, let's do this. And I ain't talking about no event just for us to show up and pop up and sit and chill. We can do that at home. Because we're gonna start working on our sanctuary in a couple weeks. You know what we're saying? Like we said, you only want to call, talk about old people, people that don't check on us, all that stuff. Same drama, same gossip. You ain't doing nothing to change it. We are a new person now. We're not going back for none of y'all. Text our phone with some respect and some dang on common sense. And then we'll be good. No is one of our favorite things to say now. We don't want to do it. We're not doing it. Nope. Not putting ourselves in that situation. We don't want to hang out with that person. We don't want to talk to them. That's where we are now. Nothing personal. Anybody, we mean that. Because it's protecting our peace. You can call it selfish. Oh, she's still mad. She got attitude. Nothing close to it. We just protecting our peace, and now we know we have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do nothing we don't want to do, associate with nobody. We don't want to associate with, have anybody in our life. They don't want us in theirs. Hey, we're not going to force nothing. Just keep it where you at. We don't do things the same anymore. We don't operate. We don't move the same. We have changed. So better than just defending ourselves and, explaining ourselves to people, just got silent, got ghost, kept it moving. We owe that much to ourselves. And we already done told ourselves, we ain't changed or did nothing different, or we go back to who we used to be, everything we've done. And even if we decide, I quit, I give up, and we don't ever succeed, we just quit everything we doing. Everything we've been through will have been for nothing. And don't know about y'all, but we're not really cool with that. We know we're going to see results. We know everything's going to get better. We just had to be honest with ourselves this morning. We tired. So we got to get out here, one vehicle, do what we can, stack up, and eventually we'll get there. You know what we're saying? But we have to keep going. You know what we're saying? A lot of people we've given no response to right now. We don't want to talk. We can tell you right now, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about anyway. You don't. Same old, and we not on that anymore. We in 2025. We done let go, released, threw them back to the streets. So we can promise ain't nobody got nothing to talk about. See ya. So we have to reclaim our power, our peace, everything, our joy, everything. We owe that to ourselves. We done failed ourselves one too many times and held ourselves back and just still been doing the same thing over and over. Today, we just are tired. We want better. We're going to have to work. It's going to be hell. It's going to be hard. We ain't going to feel like it. Every single thing we doing, workout, saving money, eating, way we dress, our self-care, all that. Sometimes we don't feel like doing it, but we remember why. You want to see change, you want to see results, you got to keep going, doing what you're doing. Ain't nobody going to feel like doing everything every day. So we have to really be realistic with ourselves. Do I feel like working out? Nope. Do I feel like putting stuff on my head or my nails? Nope. But you want to see results, you want to be different, you're going to have to do it. Do it. So take a look at yourself on the inside. We all can get material things on the outside, but take a look at yourself on the inside. You're not happy with something, it don't mean you're a bad person because you can change it. But one of the first steps is acknowledgement. You got to acknowledge it. You know what we're saying? Take everything or anything that anybody stole from you, material, you can always replace. You can replace your self-love, your self-confidence, your power, your self-esteem. You can reclaim all that. You can get it back. You just have to work and focus on you. It's never really gone. You just kind of get off track a little bit, you know what we're saying, misplace it. You just got to wake up and reclaim it, put your crown back on. You're going to be good. Trust us. We know right now. We going through a lot. We ain't finna lie. But we don't care what people say, what they gonna do, whatever. But the one thing we can say is we're not gonna quit. You know what we're saying? We had to get rid of a lot of negative people. You know what I'm saying? Start practicing our mindfulness more. Just being more at peace with ourselves and just being real. We are tired. We're going through it right now. We ain't gonna feel like it a lot of days, but we just keep that end result, you know what we're saying, in our mind and our brain, and we just keep going. We have to. We gotta see it through to the end, see what the end result gonna be. You know what we're saying? And yeah, it's gonna be lonely. It's gonna be lonely when you're doing that, because everybody ain't gonna go to the next level with you. They ain't gonna agree with you. And one more thing, don't tell people your moves, just make them. By the time you done, they ain't gonna have nothing to say. And even if they do, it's already done. You did it. That's how we kill our dreams, by giving them to small-minded people. That's how we do it every time. We have to learn to shut our mouth, just like now. Nobody knows what we got going on. One, because they got cut off. And two, we're not telling nobody nothing anymore. When we speak something, it never works out. We relying on other people, not going to work out, because they're going to let you down. So just start doing it on your own, what you can, one step at a time, and you will get there. So we're gonna feel like it. We're gonna feel our best. No, we're not. And we ain't finna sit here and lie to ourselves. We are not gonna feel our best, but we want the best. We gotta put in some work. We're gonna be tired, but we just sat here like we still feel like a loser sometimes. You know, we're saying that we gotta remind ourselves and bring ourselves back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fails at who they're supposed to be. We make mistakes. We're not going to always get it right. We shouldn't be out here judging other people. You don't know what they're going through. You know what we're saying? You never know. We know that firsthand, which is one of the many reasons why we don't speak to people we used to know anymore. We had to understand we the ones that got control. We the ones that got that power. Step up. Do what you got to do. We don't want to look back on our life and have more regret. We had to let go of the regret we already had. It's like you did something. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't work out, it wasn't meant to happen. No matter what it was, no matter how it transpired. You know what we're saying? Keep going. People that had successful careers and done things in their 40s and their 50s. As long as we still got breath in our body, we gonna continue on. It ain't too late. And we can always do what we love to do in a different way and in a different light. There's more than one way to get your music out there and perform and have a stage. There's more than one way. We do not want to go the Hollywood route. Absolutely not. And be something that we not. We ain't judging nobody, but we not. We absolutely not. Okay, you guys. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take our first break. Stop running this mouth for a minute. Play some music, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. All right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. And for those that are just joining us, we're talking about taking back your power, your energy, and of course, your peace. So now we're going to talk about protecting your energy and restoring your peace. Few easy daily habits you can use to protect your energy. Get on a morning routine. Mindfulness. One of the things we do is, and we mentioned this before, it's an app called I Am. We got to get the logo for it. We found out about it over on TikTok. It's an affirmations app. So you can just download it. Think you can pay to get access to like the whole app, but we have not done that because we read enough. So like we said, we good. But you can scroll on the app and it just give you daily affirmations for like anxiety, just overthinking, doubting yourself, different topics and stuff like that. So we made sure to read that every morning as a part of our morning routine. Limiting negativity. Already said that. Cut people off. Stop telling your business. We don't care who it is. They're not helping your life. They're not helping you be better. You're not glowing. You're not getting no money. You can't talk to them. Be yourself, whatever. Cut them off. Get rid of it. And make sure you set some boundaries. Look, don't call my phone with that gossip. Don't call my phone with that slack talk. Don't call my phone with that negativity. If we ain't talking about making no moves, helping somebody, getting some money, being better, being positive, being righteous, that's where we are. Do not call our phone. We don't care what you got to say about it. Say it behind our back. Keep it where you at. Because we're going to do better. We learn to love ourselves. We on that path. We on that journey. So we don't need no distractions. The people that want to be there, they'll be there. The people that don't, no hard feeling. Know what we're saying? So that's important. And we already said this. When you make these moves and these changes, you're gonna be the bad guy. Be prepared to be the villain. Nobody's gonna have anything good to say. They don't care. We gotta stop expecting that and get these little fantasies out of our head where when we doing better and we want to evolve and grow, everybody's gonna be cool and everybody's gonna be happy. Nobody's gonna be cool. Nobody's gonna be happy. Especially when, long as you keep going, when you surpass them, they're not gonna be happy because they want you to stay where they're at. Down there in the trenches and in the gutter with them. I don't know about y'all, but we ain't on that. We're not doing that. Not at all. Okay. So yeah, you need to limit that negativity. Be more mindful. Meditate. We listen to meditation music. Know what we're saying? We get on the morning routine after we wake up, do our prayer study. You know what we're saying? We read our affirmations, do a little workout, get on our vibrating machine and get ourselves started, stretch, take deep breaths. Know what we're saying? We finding more and more peace, through prayer, through our meditation. We pray to Allah, of course, because we are followers of Islam. We still meditate. We're limiting our time on social media now. We're cutting back on that too. We are doing that. We'll get on the scroll for a minute, get some inspiration, motivation, all that good stuff. But yeah, we are cutting back on that. When we post and stuff, that's when we mainly scroll. Anybody interact with us or comment, we'll make sure to respond to all that good stuff. But we are cutting our time back on that too. And that's something we do every year in December. We take like a 30-day break, or I think it's 31 days, hell, we don't know, from social media. We log out. We ain't even on that, period. So we learn how to do that as well. And be grateful. Be grateful for where you are. That's where we at. Are we happy? Are we truly happy? No. But we are grateful. First off, we're alive. We got breath. We have a pulse. We got a roof over our head. Somewhere to lay our head. We able to eat, do simple things we all take for granted every day. Know what we're saying? So we grateful for them things, because a lot of people, they're here, but they doing a hell of a lot worse. And that's something we gotta remember. Somebody's always doing worse than you. So we do our best to be grateful for what we have, where we are, because we do know there's better coming. Know what we're saying? And we've seen worse. Being homeless on the streets, shelters, all that stuff. We had to forgive ourselves for the things that we put our kids through. Um, Wasn't intentional. We was just doing the best we could. We didn't have all the answers. We messed up. We not finna act like we mom of the year. None of that. But we did the best we could. You know what we're saying? And we had to forgive ourselves for that too. But we've been there. So where we are now, is it comfortable? Is it where we want to be? No, it's not comfortable. It's not where we want to be. But we've had worse. We've seen worse. We've gone through worse. Everything we losing, it's gonna come back 10 times better. So we just work on being grateful every day, even when something bad happens or our day ain't going the way we thought or how we feel it should go. Just gratitude. Just be grateful, be humble, because you can always lose it all or you can get it all and still not be happy. So we just had to learn to, be grateful for everything we have. Everything that's getting chaotic, we just take a deep breath and control what we can and let go of the rest. And that's mainly people. You can't control them. They're not going to do what you want them to do in your head. They're not going to be who you want them to be. That's another fantasy we need to get out of our head. Is people thinking they're going to be who we want them to be in our head and vice versa. You know what we're saying? See people for who they are is where we're getting at. Don't paint a different picture of them. You got to accept them for who they are. And if you don't want to deal with it, rock with it, let it go. You understand what we're saying? So that's something we had to learn. And the one thing we can control, we all know this, is ourselves. Yeah. Our reaction, our life, our path, what we do, what we don't do, how we react. Know what we're saying? What we allow others to project into us, relationships, family, all that, we control it. Our happiness, our peace. Know what I'm saying? Where we at? You tired? Just be honest with yourself. Look, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. It's too much going on. This what the hell am I doing? It's the same thing. Something's got to change. And it obviously got to be me. It obviously got to be me. And I'm personal, no shot to nobody, but obviously it got to be me. And I deserve better. I want better. You know what we're saying? So I'm finna take back my energy, protect my peace, and walk in my power like the queen that we are. And if we think we are that, so as a man thinketh, so is he, correct? Yeah, that's what we think. Especially after what we've been through. Yeah, yeah. We calling everything to action. We don't recognize, we drain what was going on, what was wrong with us, and it was mostly us. That we holding ourselves back, that we the ones that's responsible. All right, this ain't no game to us anymore. Start protecting ourselves, stop making ourselves so available, being happy from the inside. Oh, okay, let's get it. That toxic mess. We hear people say that now. I'm saying I like that. Somebody too nice. I'm saying that's too quiet for me. Now I'm saying I want somebody that's gonna, I'm saying argue back and forth to me. That, huh? That's normal to you? Nah, baby. That's okay. You cool with that? No, ma'am. We good. No, that stresses us out. Anxiety go up, and we had a bad habit of not eating for days, and you can best believe it caught up with us. Out of here. You ain't attracted to that person. You don't want that person. You arguing with them all the time. No, we want peace. And even if we don't agree or we agree to disagree, we want peace. Know what I'm saying? So y'all pick one boundary if you haven't already. Start putting in your habits, implement it. Shoot. Everybody deserves peace. Nah. That arguing and going back and forth, that is toxic and draining as hell. Talking about draining your energy. That'll do it. That will do it. Um, you in control. We can't say enough to people. You in control. Choose a boundary. Choose something you don't want to deal with no more. Start putting in practice. That's something we doing all the time. And we getting to the point where we don't even want to think about y'all. It's a distraction. It's gonna throw us off. We have a right to make whatever moves we gonna make, live the life that we want, and go for what we deserve. Because we ain't got no problems putting in the work. It's gonna be sad you couldn't come with us if you had just asked or even communicated. But we don't know how to do that. We just get attitudes like it's personal. Yeah, you're right, it is. To me, after letting ourselves down and overlooking, running, hiding, yeah. After everything we threw away, lost and got it back and lost, yeah, this is real personal. We owe ourselves. This is our apology to ourselves. Where we let ourselves down, we failed. Now let's get it together. You woke up this morning, that's another day for you to get it right. That's a whole nother day. You can get it right. You just have to keep going. Believe in yourself, because this world is not. This is your life, your time, your energy, your peace. Everything belongs to you. It's on you. Take it back. And you have a right to. Who the hell cares who does and doesn't like it? It's your life. You want somebody else that don't have their stuff figured out to live your life for you and keep telling you how you should operate and you need to be more of a woman or a man, and look at their life. Analyze theirs. Bet money they ain't got it all together. And it's never people that's doing better than you that opens their mouth or even has time to hate on you or even talk about you, because they too busy doing them. They too busy living their life and doing what they got to do. It's never anybody that's doing better than you. It's always somebody that's doing worse than you and don't have their life together and can't even just admit it. No accountability, no responsibility. It's always the world's fault. No, it's not. Yeah, we blame the world for some of the things we've gone through. But yeah, we mostly blamed ourselves too. And we've forgiven ourselves already and let it go. But we will never forget it. So It's an apology. It is personal. It ain't even against anybody else. That's the crazy part about it. We just want to compete. It's us versus us. We competing against ourselves. After already letting ourselves down with empty promises and broken dreams and just disappointment over and over again, that seems to be the story of our life. This is an apology to ourselves. This is our comeback, and we're going to do everything we got to do. Yeah, like we said, we tired. We tired of numerous things, but we also know we the ones that got the power to change it. We stop that little compassion, understanding, all that loving, willing to go the extra mile. We deserve better. And that's something we have to keep reminding ourselves, even with the state we in right now. We do not have it all together. We out here hurting too. But we're not going to quit or give up. We owe that. Otherwise, like we said, everything we have gone through will be for nothing. And we're not cool with that. All that suffering, all that pain, everything we went through will be for nothing. Not cool with that. Can't even sleep at night. So, what's our only other option? Take everything back. And that's what we're working on. The path to becoming her. The one we keep envisioning and picturing in our head. No apologies, no explanations, no approval, no blessing needed. We're getting more and more secure within ourselves because we deserve it. Like we said, we are tired and we hungry for whatever is meant for us, for whatever we deserve, whatever we gonna get. We're gonna have to go through it to get to it. That's it. We can't put it no more simple than that. And we not psychic. We have no clue where we gonna end up, but we know for sure it's gonna be a hell of a lot better than where we are now. That much we do know. We're getting healthier, we're getting happier, and more and more grateful. More and more grateful. Our birthday is next Saturday. Gonna be 40 years old. As long as we still here, as long as we still breathing, it ain't too late to get it right. It's not. And we're gonna make sure we start being more and more real with ourselves. That realization we had this morning, we just sat there like, I'm tired. There's got to be something better than this. We don't even care what anybody else is going through right now. No disrespect, but we got to get so selfish that we ain't gonna think about nothing we've been through. We got to get so focused, and we are, but we got to go a little bit more, and that's cool. We can admit that. Letting life get in the way, life things just happening that's out of our control, and we just sit here and hide. We ain't got time to hide. We don't. We got stuff to do. We might have to take a little mental break, which is what we did, but we got to get out there. And we got to make sure we have peace within ourselves too, because we don't want to get to where we want to be. And then we still got demons and stuff we battling and fighting with. We can honestly say we done got rid of most of them, faced them, so on and so forth. Still got things we got to work on though, which is pretty much our, life. Ourselves, putting ourselves first for once. You know what we saying? What's gonna make us happy? Where do we see our end game, our end result? Where we gonna wind up? And what we gonna do to get there? Work. A whole lot of driving and a whole lot of work. But at least with what we do, it's flexible so we can work when we want and still do everything we need to do. We ain't on nobody else's clock and stuff like that. So like we said, that's one of the things, we are grateful for. So yeah, just to close out, because we about to take our last break. Recognize when you lost or you losing your power, your energy, your peace, your stress, you burning yourself out. Don't feel like you heard or you even seen. Lack of joy come from many places. Yeah, work, home, family, relationships, all that stuff. And then you start neglecting yourself. So figure out where in your life you feel drained. Once you get there, you're gonna go into a little dark phase, a little dark period where you disappear. We can say that's what we're doing right now because we're doing our shows and posting and stuff, but we're not on camera yet because we're not ready to be. Well, we will be soon when we're ready. So figure out where in your life that you feel most drained, whether somebody else did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us done been down there at the bottom. But the good thing about that is you can go up as long as you don't quit or give up and put work into it. Everything's gonna get better. Not overnight, but you have to see it through. You know what I'm saying? Reclaim your power. One of the most important things with this process to us is placing and setting them boundaries and making sure you enforcing them. Walk with confidence even when you don't feel like it. Learn to say no, cut ties with toxic people. Silence, let that be your best reaction. Don't say nothing. Don't explain yourself. Don't defend yourself. Reclaim your power back. Protect your energy. Restore your peace. Learn to love yourself from the inside. Because otherwise, that material stuff ain't going to mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to be, I'm the messed up person, cool. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Get your daily habits, whatever that is. Get a cup of tea, read a book. You know what I'm saying? Find peace, meditate, prayer, social media. Downgrade on that though. Just look around and see the things you're grateful for, what you have. Turn that chaos that's going on within you, focus and breathe. Because you are not going to be able to move or operate with 1,001 things going on in your head. Let go of what you can't do. Just let go of the rest. And when you do all that, you reclaiming your energy, walking in your peace, in your power. You know what I'm saying? Put everything in action. That's it. That's all. Put everything in action at that point. And you have nothing to prove to anybody but yourself. That's it. You want to step up, be a leader, you got to do stuff different. You want a different life, you got to do stuff different. You got to get rid of the old you so you can walk into the new you. Yeah, all that. It ain't gonna work. You can't mix the old with the new. It's gonna clash, and now old you, because they've been here longer, is gonna take over. So get rid of the old you. We done got rid of I don't even know how many habits and the way we used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be new. That old version was not helping. We telling y'all, do it. Do it. Remember what it brought you before, especially when it brought you nothing but drama, people being destroyed in the wake, all that good stuff. Yeah. Remember that. Okay, this didn't work out good before. I'm going to just shut up and let you have it. How about that? Okay? Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to argue. And that gets old. I don't want to go back and forth. That gets old. Yeah. I'm saying, let's start doing something different. Let's try that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that turns out of here. But yeah, that's what you need to do. You are worthy. You deserve it. Protect it. Your body, your power, your peace, your energy, who you are, because not everybody deserves access to you. Have discernment on who you're giving access to. That's something we've had to learn as well. You ain't got no big circle, so what? You ain't got a lot of friends, so what? You got the real ones and the right ones around you. So protect it. It's like protecting your life. Protect it at all costs. So it's your decision, your choice, your life, your path. But for us, we doing something different. And we're going to make sure we keep doing that because we're seeing results. Yeah, all that good stuff. So what we going to do, y'all, let's take our last break and play some more music. And when we come back, we're going to give you guys all our social media, where you can catch the Queen Mimi podcast and all our other shows as well. Then we're going to go ahead and close out and go enjoy our day. We'll be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. Just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk, and we're just gonna give you guys all our social media. Then we're gonna play some more music and get out of here. First and foremost, you can catch the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. Listen every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. Talking about topics like mental health, domestic violence awareness, and personal growth, of course. So yeah, y'all come through, hang out with us every Sunday, 8:30 a.m. live Central Standard Time. You can catch the Queen Mimi podcast and Queen Mimi Radio. We're talking with topics. Queen Mimi blog on all podcast streaming platforms. iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, just to name a few, you guys. So yeah, we'll be here live each and every Sunday. You guys can also follow us on all our other social media. Subscribe to our YouTube, the Queen Mimi Podcast, LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, the Queen Mimi Podcast, over on Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course over on Red Note as well, Queen Mimi. And we did just mention Twitch. We go live on that platform. Same time, all our shows, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All our shows, y'all. Queen Mimi Podcast every Sunday. Queen Mimi Radio every Tuesday. We're talking topics every Thursday. And of course, the Queen Mimi Blog Show each and every Friday, you guys. And last but not least, we are writing and producing new music, you guys. So we will have that ready come January of 2026. And we're gonna have all the links to where y'all can go check it out, share it, copy, paste, spread the word, all that good stuff. But for right now, we're gonna integrate all this together before next year as well. You can catch Miss Candy Music. That's where you can find us for right now. It's gonna be changed next year, Queen Mimi, all that good stuff, because you're getting rid of the old and bringing in new. Make long story short. So you can listen to our music over on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Just these 4 songs. So Survivor, I Am, National Anthem, and Selfish. Now you want to hear all of our spoken word, you can go to SoundCloud under Queen Mimi and hear all of our spoken word. We wrote the whole album. Very proud of ourselves, but we're excited for this new music that's gonna be coming next year, y'all, because we writing it and produced it ourselves. So this gonna be a whole different level, at least for us. So we are extremely proud of ourselves. Cannot wait for y'all to hear it. And yeah, we're gonna have that and 1,001 things coming to y'all. So yeah, y'all just keep a lookout. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Enjoy the rest of our day. We hope you guys do the same as well. Stay safe. We know everybody on that extended weekend, Labor Day. So y'all enjoy your extra day off, chill, relax. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. We probably gonna be working more than likely. We gotta get this stuff together. But all that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you everyone for joining us and tuning in this morning. And we'll talk to you guys Tuesday on the Queen Mimi Radio Show. Y'all have a good one.